Hey Riponi, and welcome back to Baldi's Basics Comic Studio, where the last time I have already checked out anything as well, including for some sort of like anything as well. It was made by Mystery Man 12 and ripped by something as from the Du Gong from Wiki Fandom and Place Fates, and everything could be ripped off like those things and ripped it by something else for some kind of like the PNG images like itself for all characters or like anything as well that doesn't even to named as well for some sort of and ripped by himself with Acid Studio, Synidev's Unity Explorer, and Vinny X adding by some kind of a menu as well as we show up some spoilers is because we're going to begin of this video for some kind of like this. So before we're going to be using the studio crossovers, maybe this is absolutely the final update announcement for some sort of this comic creator. It was owned by himself from like anything as well. The disclaimer says for around here for like anything as well, and that never be subjected to do so as well until this comic creator might gonna take down in the future, which is not going to be that easy enough as well for some sort of like this before the end of the era of comic studios like themselves for some kind of this. That won't be easy to see that pretty much of that website either, and especially that every character's items like anything as well for some kind of like this and anything before that wouldn't believe that easy to do this as well that says around here. And it's gonna be for that school bus whenever it is, and anything questionings inside like this, or probably could be the television or inside the locker, anything as balloons or what anything is gonna be to do this as well. And the effects could be for around like anything as well, and the background images should be appearing any moment, but that I'm not gonna be fulfilled like those. And this isn't going to be for around here like anything as well. I didn't remember we just completely seeing this as well. Things have just slowly absolutely appearing as well. It's not gonna be the independent like for some sort of the vacation time as well. It's not since vacation as well for some sort of like this. As you know that I'm going to be saying that did you know that Father's Day was being interrupted by Independence Day? Which is not that good enough. Which means this is gonna be horrible and a little bit shocking. Unfortunately, it was more shocking, and that will scare you throughout like anything as well. And because of the immigration ban of some kind of government, so it won't be gonna be easy as well as we keep on looking as well for something. And most of like those things isn't going to be like easy as well for some kind of the backgrounds. And while retelling this thing as well for some kind of the community has left anything as well. So, because of this some kind of disclaimer without further ado, and as we're going to be saying this, due to the studio creator left the comic studio community, and this will no longer be updated anytime soon. Thanks to everyone who made these comics with this studio, and which means this comic creator was abandoned forever until it's going to be taken down in the future. Let's go to the user crossovers as well, and let's get on to Baldi's Basics. So, this is going to be the expanded comic studio that I'm not going to be seeing here. So, I'm going here to Baldi's Basics expanded comic studio. So it looks like we're gonna be headed throughout and see what is gonna be into this as well. So I'm still here in the widescreen as well, and there it is. This could be the Baldi's Basics Plus expanded comic studio. Even though the Baldi's Basics have just absolutely going to be doing like this, but whenever to do, I'm just gonna be showing up some spoilers. And besides, it was owned by Mystery Man 12. And thankfully, this isn't going to be for a little bit of mini spoilers, like anything to do so. So, what I just not gonna be mean like anything as well. Even the characters like the robot, the static noise around for some kind of sock puppet. The main characters isn't going to be him for as well, and which means this is Baldi, and there's a gummy thing as well, the bully, an unknown thing as hell over here, and probably the mouse blower, which is you blew up and right straight into Baldi, and this is gonna be the principal or some kind of the principal like those things. This is not device or formal principal or something. It's not gonna be the owner of the game or something. The sweep in time person is going to be getting a little bit for one thing. This is the sweeper of the school, and this is the guy from the shop. And this is gonna be some kind of a little bit of amount of guy as well. The playtime here was absolutely ridiculously crazy over here. And this is the principal of the thing. And there is another Baldi with the corrupt things whatsoever, and some kind of a little bit amount of things, and some kind of bully, or whatever that is not going to be him. And yes, it definitely has a name. The player could be for actually for a one chalk thing as well. So the main character could be Baldi, and the many characters like those things, and there's a whole bunch of sprites almost everywhere and about this situation, and that must be for a little bit corrupted like those things, and probably that must be one thing overall. There must be another one, and some kind of a little bit things whatsoever. So another thing is playtime, which is going to be another thing. It was nothing a little bit happy that's around here. This is arts and crafters, which is absolutely a little bit weird as the sock puppet, and it says it's a bully. What is this thing for? This is going to be going to be giving him something great as well, for some kind of candy as well. And this is the principle of the thing. It was the same sprites that we just found out. And why is this name got a sweep? Which means this is not going to be to do. It was also the same sprites as well. And which is going to be for the first prize. Could be for that robot. He was looking for him as well for to do this. He's kept on pushing. And then it's staying its on for a little bit forever as well. The file name 2 could be for actually for this one. And it will be for some kind of a person over here for something as well. And this is the place face, which is going to be appearing for this a little bit of moment. The same sprites could be him. And it's also the same sprites could be as well. The cloudy copter, it was actually going to be for the cloudy mouse blower, which means actually the same sprites as well. Another one, this is Joe. It's not going to be the same person as well. The same sprites could be for the test person. Another one is the Baldoons. Could be like anything about for some kind of persons as well. Because of, unlike his birthday got corrupted like this. And the 0th prize, that must be gonna be the name for something. Another one is the DSCL 40, which means it was the turquoise Baldi. The turquoise Baldi could be for something like, even for this one, and for some sort of like, this is gonna be the chocolates, which means this is gonna be for a little bit amount of person, and turn into some kind of a nightmare for this as well. And another person of this classmate, and her name was Beans. She spit gummy for around here. She spits around of this bubble gum on you, and which is probably going to be shooting gums on you. Probably it's not going to be for her about anyways. Another one is Mrs. Pump, and which is going to be the same sprites, including him or her. And Johnny from the store could be actually from some sort of fool sprites, even for him anyways. And the animals from Baldi's Basics will be that weird as low quality for this time as well. And another one was the Bedsome. And could be this is not the brother of Baldi. It's not gonna be going to be for one thing as well. Another one is Dr. Reflex, which is multiple sprites are gonna be anywhere about here to do so. And turns out he became for some sort of a vicious and a killer who's just gonna be doing himself anyways. So he would end up absolutely being a little bit neutral over here. And for some kind of like the Dr. Reflex is going to be like as well. So a whole bunch of sprites is going to be anywhere to do so. And it got to have some kind of signs as well. It's not going to be for some kind of a brother of Baldi or something is nothing a little bit for one here. Another one is bladder as well, which means this is some kind of a word of a type of organism like this, but now its name could be for another brother or some kind of like this anyways. And finally, it was probably for some kind of like the Mystery Man 12 could be most likely him or not. And finally, the character test could be for Baldi himself, for some kind of a disc record, a record disc that he pretended to be like. Now it features fan characters and mods, could be almost like anything itself, for some sort of, that must be Beepster, and the two-headed Baldis, which could be for like anything as well. The Clocker. And another one is the Tornado Person. Could be for some kind of a little bit for around him as well. Another one is the Clapper, which is, it's not going to be a little bit for itself for him as well. Probably ripped from Cookie Run reference. Another one could be from the EV. It also contains from spoilers as well for some kind of like this. Another one is Ponty. This is gonna be the Ponty as well. And living, walking spider. And turns out he becomes a spider. And that is absolutely going to be coming and get you. And this is the Doggos, which means he's absolutely a dead dog. Now he's a zombie like anyways that he looked like. Another one is Freakadelka. Freakadelka, which means it's gonna be for around here. It could be for around for some kind of unknown monster from the basement. Another character is King of the Doors. It has a single sprites. And the Pencil Boy, which is an average student. And the Big Idea Person could be for that anyways. This is not a brother of Playtime. And I kind of believe that could be for literally he was. And the mods could be from as Billy. And that must be Billy as well for some kind of like this. Who is another teacher like anything itself. But looks like it was a reference to some kind of Nintendo Entertainment System. Another person could be for the Incredible Principal. So, he's the most very stricter than the principal of the thing. And another one is the Gaming Computer, who is a walking person. That since then, it was pretty ridiculous as well. For some kind of sidekick as well. Another one is stealing machine, which is actually that is gonna be going to come and get you. The non-emotional creature it is could be exactly from some sort of sprites. Well-made robot 2.0 was actually for a little bit a friend of First Prize, but now that turns into some kind of enemy and comes to kill you, like anyways. Another one is well-made robot, it was a little bit friendly or not. The silly John person could be exactly turned a little bit evil. The power stealer was actually going to become and get you some sort of like this. And Microsoft Sam, which means it could be for exactly him anyways. And that is not all the mods that we came from. That must be a little bit for around here as Johnny Old Boy, like anything as well. So these are the a little bit amount of worst characters such as Johnny Old Boy, Principal Garfield, the Garfield, and the Fat Cat, the Broom Thing, and the OD Bot, and for some kind of a little bit of dogs as well. It should be absolutely for one thing as well. This is going to be Garfield reference. Could be for the glitch field as well. The Fat Cat is going to be for like this. And every Garfield like this could be even almost everywhere around him. So that was all the characters that took here long for over 20 minutes. I cannot believe this is actually a little bit too much. And looks like that is almost everything for around here. And this is the loading thing as well, and some kind of stuff. And anything around here for to do this as well. This must be the screen solo or endless mode, like anything for to do. The 7 notebooks or some kind of story modes or what anything to do. But things have just going to be for a little bit for some kind of a little bit of tutorial as well. This is the game title screen. And anything remastered, like anything for as the plus and multiple map expansions. And for some kind of anything around for some kind of horror games. And there must be buses, whatever it does. And some kind of like anything as well. We're announcing the part 1 of this video. And I wouldn't believe this is going to be for around like more sprites whatsoever. And like anything itself, it's going to be a little bit too much. But over 20 minutes is going to be even possible. Like a little bit for some sort of like this. The elevator doors. And for some kind of the math machine. Like anything to do this. You can pick from numbers onto the machine. Which is the correct number or correct answer, or even for some kind of we don't able to be picking for some kind of incorrect like those things, even for some things as well, and could be the screen like anything as well. And this is going to be for around like anything as well. And this should be school rules and like anything for around here for to do this, and anything for some kind of like for some sort of papers as well, and some kind of posts, and even for some sort of like this. And that must be for one here, a little bit for one, some kind of this is good to be from him anyways. And I'm not very sure, I'm starting to get a little bit confused. There is a little bit more for around with these stuff. And there must be iron doors. And like anything to do this, that should lead there to the basement. The blast doors. And there must be doors. And there must be for some kind of supplies and multiple doors. The mystery room. And some kind of rooms. The principal's office. And like anything as well. There must be multiple assets. And some kind of inverted things whatsoever, multiple doors, unlocked and locked like anything as well, and so many doors like anything to do that should be able to be going for around here. And the big Baldis could be here as well. There must be multiple tables and some kind of vending machines. And even multiple more as well. And some kind of lockers. And some chalkboards. Anything as well. And finally, I have seen something very interesting for me as well, for some kind of like this. The posters of some sort of like this. But I remember for around here, could be for like here. And it says, Marys and genitals, as you can see, this is a mailbox. I shall open it. And where is my teeth? Oh gosh. He accidentally did something a little bit as well. And his hair is unnatural for it to do this as well. And this is absolutely a little bit of rage as well. And this could be for around when he was a child, that he didn't actually to do this, that he pretended to be a superhero. And another one could be for what actually that I just probably find. Some books, like anything as well. And windows cracked on for like unknown reasons as well. Fireplace, the campfires, bear traps, some trees, the finish line from Mario reference, and many more like those things. And some stuff that completely to do this, the ThinkPad, and anything to do this. And some kind of a little bit for walls and tiles. Anything but cornfields, anything for like this, and for some kind of like the words as well. And this is the hall like this, like anything as well. The members of the schoolhouse could be as well for some sort of like to each define like those things as well. And as you can see, that must be Baldi's. Principle of the thing, playtime, it's a bully, got a sweep, first prize, arts and crafters, cloudy copter, chocolates, beans, Mrs. Pomp, the test, and Dr. Reflex. And looks like there must be a little bit for closer as well, and that must be the part 1 is going to be the end of this video. The screech screen or screech screen could be like even for some sort of like the death sentence whatsoever. I wouldn't believe that we seen this, what is going on. And that was absolutely for the scare or jump scare ending of this game, which absolutely terribly restarts the game and doing all over again. So this is absolutely for Baldi's quotes. And almost like anything as well. That was the end of the page, and that will be here. And will it be actually that we're gonna be trying to say this. That's the part 1. The link is gonna be in the description. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for a little bit more with some videos.